What makes intimacy truly unforgettable? Have you ever paused to wonder what truly makes an intimate connection unforgettable? It's not just about passion or physical chemistry. It's about presence. It's about understanding your partner, not just on the surface, but at the level of desires, emotions, fears, and needs. It's about the unspoken bond forged when two people meet not just body to body, but soul to soul. Today, we dive into the art of deeper connection through intimacy. We'll explore 5 powerful positions, not just as physical techniques, but as sacred spaces to elevate pleasure, deepen trust, and fortify emotional connection between partners. Welcome, warriors of the spirit. Here, we cultivate resilience of mind, strength of body, and unwavering commitment to personal growth. Life is not without struggle, but we do not shrink. We rise. We endure. We evolve. And we bring that same spirit into the bedroom. Why? Because intimacy is not separate from our journey, it's part of it. Where there is connection, there is transformation. And through intentional, conscious intimacy, we grow stronger, not only as lovers, but as men. So let's begin with a simple yet essential question. How do you ensure your partner feels seen, desired, and deeply satisfied in every intimate encounter with you? It starts with presence. It starts with care. It starts with understanding that every moment you share is an opportunity, not for performance, but for connection. Let's explore 5 intimate positions, not just for physical pleasure, but for emotional closeness, communication, and real partnership. 1. Spooning, side-by-side intimacy. This gentle and nurturing position places both partners on their sides, with the man behind the woman. It promotes full-body contact, slow rhythm, and the perfect angle for both G-spot and clitoral stimulation. But more than that, spooning fosters emotional safety. It's ideal for slow, sensual lovemaking. It's a moment to wrap your partner in warmth, whisper affirmations, and reinforce the feeling, you are safe here. You are loved. 2. Doggy style, the angle of power and exploration. This position, with the woman on all fours and the man behind, offers deeper penetration and heightened sensation. But it's not just about intensity, it's about attunement. Doggy style allows space for open communication. She can guide the motion. He can observe her cues. It invites playfulness, assertiveness, and trust, all essential elements in growing both pleasure and connection. Want to take it deeper? Hold her hips, but don't just drive, respond. Learn her rhythm. Listen to her breath. When done right, this position can become a profound dance of give and take. 3. Missionary, with depth and variation. Often misunderstood as basic, missionary is actually one of the most emotionally rich positions. Face to face, chest to chest, breath to breath, it offers a perfect opportunity for eye contact, kissing, and the subtle exchange of unspoken feelings. Small variations, raising her legs, angling her hips, can amplify pleasure. But the magic of missionary lies in presence. Hold her hand. Rest your forehead against hers. Let her see your desire, not just in your touch, but in your gaze. 4th, woman on top, the empowerment position. In this position, the woman is in control. She leads. She chooses the depth, pace, and rhythm that feel best for her body. And the man? He follows, supports, and admires. With his hands, he touches. With his eyes, he worships. With his body, he says, I trust you. I'm here with you. This position empowers her, and reminds him of the power in surrender. It fosters equality, collaboration, and playful exploration. 5. The alignment technique, precision meets passion. A refined twist on missionary, the alignment technique involves the woman keeping her legs together while the man straddles one of her thighs, spreading his legs slightly. This subtle adjustment enhances pressure and friction along the clitoris, leading to deeper, more consistent stimulation. It's a small change that creates a powerful outcome, greater pleasure, stronger connection, and more shared satisfaction. Beyond technique, the soul of intimacy. Now, understand this. These positions are not just about mechanics. They are gateways, to presence, to emotion, to deep trust. What makes them unforgettable is not the angle of entry or the depth of penetration. It's the energy behind your touch. It's the vulnerability in your eyes. It's your willingness to be fully there. Presence means you are in the moment, not lost in fantasy or expectation, but fully tuned into your partner's signals, breath, and needs. Responsiveness means adjusting, not based on ego, but based on care. You listen. You adapt. You give, not to prove, but to connect. Connection is the result. It's what transforms an act of sex into an act of love. A warrior's reminder: intimacy is a test of character. In the battlefields of life, true strength is not merely measured by the size of your biceps or the force of your will, but by the integrity of your heart, the steadiness of your mind, and the presence of your spirit. A real warrior is more than muscle. He is grounded. He is aware. He leads not just with power, but with presence, especially in the places where it matters most. And one of the greatest arenas you'll ever step into is the bedroom. Not because it's a conquest, but because it's a mirror. Intimacy reveals who you are when the armor comes off. In those moments, you are not defined by technique or performance, but by your capacity to connect, to be generous, to be vulnerable without losing your strength. So here's your reminder, warrior. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You simply need to show up fully, with presence, patience, and heart. Let every intimate moment become an opportunity to nurture trust, not just through words, but through consistent care. To exchange energy, where both of you give and receive freely. To rediscover each other, with curiosity, attentiveness, and an open spirit. To heal, grow, and ignite something deeper than desire, something rooted in love and mutual respect. Let sex be more than release, let it be a sacred ritual of connection. A ritual where two people come together to honor, not just consume. Where pleasure is not rushed, but explored. Where both partners walk away not just satisfied, but seen, safe, and loved. Seedling, if this resonated with you. If this message stirred something inside you. If it challenged you, inspired you, or reminded you of what's possible. Hit that like button. That small action helps us reach more men like you, men on the path of inner strength and deeper love. Subscribe if you're ready to evolve. To train, not just your body, but your character. To grow, not just in your relationships, but in your mission as a man. And drop a comment. What part spoke to you? What will you bring into your next moment of intimacy? What do you want more of in your journey? I read every single one. This isn't just content, it's a conversation. And your voice matters here. Together, we are building a tribe. A brotherhood of mindful warriors, men who love with depth, lead with humility, and live with intention. Red Heart Fire. Final thoughts: the true power of intimacy. In the end, it's not about how many positions you master. It's about how present you are in each one. Let your partner feel cherished, not just desired. Let yourself be seen, not just admired. Create a space where love is not hurried, where silence is safe, and where your partner can be fully herself without fear. Because unforgettable intimacy is not born from performance, it's born from presence. From emotional intelligence. From care without condition. From strength without ego. Intimacy is not the end, it's the beginning. The beginning of something greater. This is the beginning of trust. Not just the kind that's spoken, but the kind that's felt. The trust that says, "You are safe with me." The kind that is earned, moment by moment, in how you show up, how you listen, how you care. This is the beginning of growth. Not just as a lover, but as a man. Growth that challenges your ego. Growth that stretches your emotional capacity. Growth that teaches you that strength isn't about control, it's about courage. The courage to open, to feel, to lead with love. And this is the beginning of a love that doesn't just spark, it sustains. A fire that doesn't burn out in the morning light, but one that keeps glowing, fed by your presence, your honesty, and your devotion. This is the kind of love that builds something sacred, over time, through effort, and with honor. So wherever you are on your journey, whether you're just beginning to walk this path, or you've been forging it for years with scars and wisdom in your wake, remember this truth. Real connection doesn't begin in the body. It begins in the heart. In your intention. In your willingness to be real, to be kind, to be fully present. In a world distracted by noise and performance, presence is rare. And rare things are powerful. Crossed swords onward, warriors. Stay strong. Not just in muscle, but in integrity. In how you treat others when no one's watching. In how you choose presence over pride. Stay open. To learning. To listening. To loving without fear. To becoming the kind of man who doesn't flinch from depth, but runs toward it. Keep growing. Every day is a new test. A new chance to sharpen your mind, strengthen your spirit, and stretch your capacity to give. And above all, never forget. The world needs more men like you. Men who are rooted in strength, not arrogance. Driven by purpose, not pressure. Unapologetically connected. To themselves, to their partners, and to the greater mission of becoming whole. Until next time. Be fierce in your love. Be kind in your leadership. And rise above the noise. The journey continues. And you're not walking it alone. Onward. Always onward.